Well, hello everybody, Laguna back here. We are going to try something different today. We are going to pop in and play Subnautica. I tried this out way back when it first launched in the PS4. God only knows how this is going to run on the PS5. My PS4, the reason I didn't end up playing through it is my PS4 sounded like a jet engine every time I played Subnautica. Like, I would load it up and it would be like, it was bad. It was actually pretty bad. But hey, this is already looking much nicer, I guess is the best way to word it. Let's play. We have to start a new game because there's nothing else to do. That's a story and death disabled. Let me check the trophies first. I want to see if I'm going to, like, lock myself out of anything. Because hunger and thirst, I'm kind of... as much as I like survival modes for games... Oh, Jesus. Now you're going to see my unfinished trophy list, and this is also, like, a... Yeah. This is a fun one. So, Subnautica, where you at? Yeah, there's a few of these, like, PS3 Shadow of the Colossus I'm still working on. Yeah, I've actually, like, gotten some of these within the past few months. Hey, Focus on You. They finally put that... So, Focus on You actually had an issue recently. Up until recently, I should say. Where when you played it on a North American PS4, it didn't have a trophy list. It blocked the trophy list from appearing because they didn't want any spoilers. Because, what's her name? Maybe this will tell me. Yua, that was her name. They didn't want to ruin the plot line for Yua and your main character, whatever your main character's name is, I forget. So they decided it would be like, cool, let's just block all trophies, and if you do any spoilers, aside from, like, basically it's a 3-hour game. And, like, between an hour and a half to, like, 2 hours 40, they basically said, you cannot upload any footage of this part of the game because it's a massive spoiler. Part of that, they blocked all the trophies from appearing on the North American one, or they just didn't have it update. Now that the PS5 is here, somehow it does work. Some of these I'm like halfway through. Anyway, Subnautica, where you at? Yeah, you can see, like, I start a lot of games and I don't finish them. Sometimes I like sort of online. I'll start a game for the multiplayer, get the multiplayer trophies, and then I'll let it sit because I want to do I need to watch the anime before I play the game. That way I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So that's kind of a thing as well. Like, I am actually going to watch the Full Sorter online. It's going to be the first anime that I've watched in, like, 13 years. Just so I know the story, so I can play the Fatal Bullet and all those other ones. So that's fun. Some of these I've been meaning to come back to, like Home Sweet Home. Where the fuck is Subnautica? Oh, by the way, Sony. If you ever end up watching this, or if somebody else has connections at Sony, please, for the love of God, allow us to search for trophies. I want to be able to, like, put this in alphabetical order. Like, I missed that about the PS3 days. There's Subnautica. Cool. Collect other trophies. Dive for the first time. Find things. Find things. Find things. Cure the infection, whatever the infection is. Time capsule, whatever the hell that is. Jelly Shroom Caves. Deep Grand Reef. Build a sea moth, whatever that is. Build a Cyclops. Build a prawn suit. Launch a Neptune rocket. Hatch and release a cuttlefish. Well, there's nothing to beat it on hardcore, so that's a plus. But creative does destroy the story. There's no story on that one. So hardcore, I pray to God that is not a PS5 trophy. Getting that out there. I'm going to start with freedom mode. When I get to the PS5 version, then I'll play survival mode. So I might actually do this in 2 runs. 2 runs doesn't even seem that bad. 2 runs is actually... I mean, Jacksepticeye did it, so... So you know what? We're crash landing on an alien ship. Here we go. Let's have fun. I will say, this is the fastest I've seen this game load. This part's a little choppy, but that's... I'm just glad I don't have to manage hunger and thirst. I'm still gonna have to deal with the health bar and stuff like that, but that's a whole other story. Well, that's ominous. Cool. I would love to see this in VR, by the way. VR diving? Actually, I think there is a VR diving game. I think it's called Time Machine VR, and you get to go like dinosaur worlds and things like that, which would be pretty cool in this as well. Cool. Well, this is just obvious what I need to do. Pick up fire extinguisher. Extinguish fire. Easy. Cool, what do I got? Booting in emergency mode. Oh my god, that reminds me of Sega. That Sega Altera.
Head trauma.
Minor head trauma. Optimal.
His PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Thank you, I think. Okay, so I close up PDA. I like how they say that the head trauma is a minor head trauma, but it's an optimal outcome. I mean, an optimal outcome, honestly, wouldn't be minor head trauma. Oh, what's this? Distracting predators. Well, I don't need the filter. Actually, I probably do need the filtered water. Medkit fabricator. No, it says 0%, 1%. Oh, cool. So that actually spawns medkits as I go through, which is kind of an interesting thing. Solar power cells. 1 to 3 are online. I would need to use a repair tool for that. Okay, I can't do anything there. That's all grayed out. Okay, so I'm assuming then that I would need to... I don't have a repair tool. Holy fuck.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
This is kind of intense, if I'm being real. Which I am being real. Ooh, what's that green thing over there in the water? Something tells me that green thing's my first step. God, just look at all the foam that's just... God. Alright, well, it's time for me to dive, I guess. Okay, so I can only breathe for a certain amount of time underwater. Can I catch fish? Oh! Come on.
New creature discovered.
A bladderfish.
Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. New creature discovered.
A peeper. Okay.
New creature.
A Gary fish. Or Jerry fish? Gary or Jerry? One of the two. Cool. Now what's over this way? If there's anything this way. Acid mushrooms. Interesting. Something tells me. Come on. There we go. What's this? Table coral. Ooh. Break limestone.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment.
Okay.
Your probability of survival has just decreased to unlikely, but plausible.
Unlikely but plausible. Okay. Now I might as well grab all the acid mushrooms that I can. Because for one, they're mushrooms. I can probably eat them. I can probably hallucinate off of them. Everybody loves mushrooms. They're magical. If you don't like mushrooms, you're just not human. I'm sorry. You're just. I'm not saying you're a failure as a human, because obviously, you know, some people have mushroom allergies and things like that. But if you don't like mushrooms, sorry, you just. Oops, that's the wrong button. I can't even stack those, really? Really? I can't stack mushrooms. Okay. Well, I know I grabbed too many to begin with, so. Metal salvage. As I pick up more mushrooms. Ooh, what's this? Alien eggs, advanced theories. I will look that up. Ooh, titanium. Oh, shit, oxygen. God, this is gonna be one of those things, isn't it? There we go. And... that's the thing about illicit affairs and clandestine meetings and... High courts. High courts. I wonder if this world is randomly generated every time you go through. Oh.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I know oxygen. Let me just say, by the way, I love in video games, like, if you want to really impress me with a video game easily, get the rays of light perfect. Like, this is fucking gorgeous. This is amazing. I love underwater scenes where you can watch all of the light kind of dancing around on the sand. Like this is just, it's beautiful. It's perfect. Like, I'm not saying this game is perfect. I have yet to discover most of what this game has to offer.
Oxygen.
Yeah, fuck off with the oxygen. Jesus. It's gonna be a recurring issue, isn't it? But, like, if you really want to impress me, get the sunlight down. Of all things, like, the sunlight. That is the thing that I like the most. So, titanium I can make from metal salvage. Cool. Cool. And I can also use glass to make quartz, apparently. Personal equipment. I think I already have the O2 tank. Chain of pipes to transport breathable air from a functional pump. And pumps air into pipes. So I'm assuming with this, I can kind of make a floating air pump and attach a bunch of pipes to it down underwater. Kind of pumps air in. Which makes no fucking sense, because if the waves go whew, then the pipe is going to fill with water, and then you're kind of screwed anyway. Because we all know when something is full of water, it sinks. Something full of air, then it floats. So if it gets full of water, it's going to, you know. That's a whole other story. What happens if I make this? Inventory full. Of course it's fucking full. Before I grab that, let's store some mushrooms. I grabbed a little too many mushrooms. Oh, okay. So I get to increase the oxygen. Battery, I feel like, is going to be important.
New blueprint acquired.
So now if I have an O2 tank and the glass and silver ore, I can make a high capacity tank. Interesting. First aid kits. Those would use titanium. I feel like a scanner is probably more important than anything else.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Okay. And I can make a locker, apparently. Honestly, I feel like the floating air pump is probably the best way to go. There's not really too much else I can do. Now I'm going to be kind of around the surface, so I'm going to put those back in. Edible prey fish, high calorie count. Interesting. Gary fish, bladderfish. I have too many mushrooms. Now, how do I assign things to my hotbar? Oh, there we go. Easy. Easy peasy. Cool. Oh shit, it's nighttime already. Self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
Oh, Jesus. Is it just me, or is that just really close? Oh my god. Part of me really wishes I had an airplane so I can go off and fight, land on that, find that. This is like No Man's Sky levels of planetary. Now, don't get me wrong, No Man's Sky is a fun game, but god, that can be long-winded at times.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Oh my god, everything lights up at night. This is cool. Okay, focus on one. Okay, I need to... There's a peeper. Man, at nighttime, this ocean is gorgeous. Okay, get back your peeper. There we go. Took you long enough. This is basically No Man's Sky underwater. Ooh. Coral tubes. Coral shell plate. Cool. Crap. Where the fuck did the Gary fish go? A veined nettle.
Oxygen.
Shit. I don't want a screenshot, man. I want to get to the surface. Oh boy. That was close. I probably could have died there. Oh man, this is quite the discovery game. Like, this is actually really, now that my system can run it, pretty damn good. By the way, one thing that I did learn in 3D animation school is that the hardest thing for you to render on a computer is water physics. So the fact that the PS5 is doing this, I'm actually impressed by. Now, there's nothing to trigger your phobia of drowning with being underwater in this game. No, actually, this is like, I do have a fear of drowning, by the way. Like, I seriously, like, it's one of my biggest fears is that my lungs fill up with water and all that other crap.
Oxygen.
Oh, there's a storage kit thing there. Okay, never mind. There's nothing really. No, what's this? Oh, the water just got all green. A rabbit ray. I can't pick it up, so meh.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Okay. Power cell. Battery and silicone rubber. I don't know how I get silicone rubber, but okay, let's try this. High capacity tanks. Got some life forms. It's basically cooked versions of the same things I pick up I can make. Air bladder. Emergency flotation device. Chemical reactor is lighter than air gas for fast personal buoyancy. Okay. So basically, if I'm like stuck in a bad situation where I'm about to drown, I can just be like, and then it'll just go right up to the surface. So that is actually really good to know. Habitat builder? Computer chip wiring kit battery. Computer chip. I need silver ore for that. I have a battery already, I'm pretty sure. So the Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown, 0 human life signs detected. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Copper is essential. Your property will start as increased. Cool. Increased local radiation. Trend is consistent with damage to Aurora's drive core, sustained during planetfall. So here we go. Advanced theories. Alien eggs. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all of the local species, reproduce through egg laying. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, beneath detritus, or even wedged into cracks in the rock. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are in some form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch, or the delivery of some vital enzyme which will kickstart the process. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to stimulate a hatching response if an egg is relocated to a suitable alien containment unit. Good to know. Geological data. Let's try this one. So these unusual limestone outcrops are geological structures often formed around titanium and copper deposits that are distinct to this planet. Closer analysis reveals the stone around the metal has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. So it's a titanium and copper source. Cool. Now, coral. Coral shell plate. This variant of coral has adapted to survive in close proximity to other corals.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Cool. Filtering nutrients from the water and sharing them via a spore-like substance which grows around the base. No practical applications. Giant coral tubes. A variety of coral formations on 4546b appear to be different solutions to the same problem of maximizing water and nutrient flow through a colony. These particular variants funnel water down a tube, filtering nutrients as they pass. Their size suggests they have been highly successful. Coral tube samples are rich in calcium, exploitable in bleach fabrication. So the rabbit ray is a herbivorous aquatic life form. They live serene and solitary lives with few predators, a natural sense of curiosity, and an awesomely poisonous flesh. So basically, don't eat. Twin orange appendages mounted on the head sense vibration of the water. Markedly similar method of transportation to that of Earth rays. The undulating wings. Evidence indicates its large side-facing eyes are relatively recent adaptations. It is likely there are related ray species in other environmental biomes on the planet. Inedible, but harmless. The peeper is a fast prey fish encountered in shallow waters and rich in protein. Capable of discerning colors not just in shallow waters, but in a variety of lighting conditions. It is also able to close its eyelids, thus preventing light from reflecting off the lenses and rendering the peeper almost invisible to nighttime predators. Species have evolved. It's not invisible. It's got those bright yellow eyes. A beak used to break down coral into vegetation, blah blah blah, expulsion tubes. Rapid acceleration of the water. Leap meters into the air to avoid pursuers. Interesting. Tubes attached to the peeper's torso are connected directly to its stomach and gills and appear to be designed to expel its contents on demand. Purpose unclear. I imagine something like a biological defense mechanism like that to expel your content. It's like, I mean, for one, shitting on command is probably like a superpower at this point. Like, imagine if somebody was, like, trying to take advantage of you. And you're just like, nope, I'm going to shit on command. I mean, if they're taking advantage of you, they're probably not going to be turned off by the poop. But still, it's a whole other story. But just imagine being able to like, expel your content on demand. Like, I suppose, I guess bulimia is another example. Maybe it just like helps them swim faster if they have a lighter body weight. Probably should have gone to that example first. But hey. Bladderfish. This unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless, bears a little resemblance to life forms around it. It's a weird little fish. Able to filter air and seawater into the body. Cool. see. Vein nettle. Shallow water plant frequently shows signs of predation around the edges of the leaves. Thick violet veins carry nutrients to the extremities of the fan, and brightly colored seeds grow around the base and stem. Cool. Well adapted to shallow and cave systems. This plant lives in symbiosis with the coral species formed around the base. Cool. Exploitable, though. A common spore-bearing fungi species. The flesh contains a highly acidic compound which leaches into the water if the outer skin is penetrated. It is not clear which predator species necessitated such extreme countermeasures, but the acid mushroom's numbers suggest it has successfully deterred most of them. It is inedible, but it has applications in battery fabrication. Well, I imagine so, since it's an acid. Now, let's do a self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
Fine. Now, I did see a fish just back there. There he is. Hoverfish.
Seconds.
Yeah. Creepvine seed clusters.
New blueprint acquired. Oxygen.
Yeah. Oxygen. Shot. I don't even know what direction I'm going. Like, there's no east to west. There's no map. Like, there's nothing on this. This is just... It just is. Could have swore I saw another type of fish down there, too. Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, there it is. What the hell is this? I want to pick up a floater and see what I can do with it. But I also want to see what this thing does. Gasopod. Cool. Now that I've done that, let's go up. Oh, there's a bottom entrance? Oh, I like the bottom entrance more. Man, entering through the bottom is so cool. That came out so inappropriate. Oh, boy, things that I will never unsay. Okay, what do I got here? Oh, okay, so the creepvine seed cluster, that makes the silicone rubber. That is actually really good to know. Lubricant as well. I'm going to keep with the silicone rubber for now. Because since I do have like a constant stream of creepvine seed clusters, that's not so bad. May as well keep making some glass as well. I mean, the more resources I have, the easier this will be, right? Ooh, actually, if I grab 2 of those mushroom things, where's my thing? Hey, you. So 2 of those, then I can go to the fabricator, and I can make a battery. And then I get a copper wire. One more battery, I can make a power cell. I don't have gold. I don't have silver. Swim speed. Well, let's do the fins. The fins seem like it's a good investment.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
What if I'm like, I'm able to survive? Like, what if I've proven myself survivable? Oh, I definitely want the knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Okay, cool. Flashlight seems like a good example. Or good idea. And now that we have that... Ooh, what's the deployables? Still just a locker. I already have the knife, so let's just make pipes, I guess. Cool. So I have a standard O2 tank and I have fins, so I get my movement speed by 15% increase, which is nice. Circuitry test failed, second systems offline, radio offline. Hull integrity is okay. So at least I got the hull integrity, but I need a repair tool. Now where's the... Oh, there's a repair tool. So I need cave sulfur. Just one, and then I can get the repair tool, which is nice. Because all I gotta do is find a cave then. Which I'm tempted to do. I am tempted. But I feel like the best thing to do in this case, let's throw some piping into this thing. Probably don't need the egg on the floater at this point. Lubricant, blah blah blah. Oh man, now this is getting a little intense. Creepvine seeds are mature creepvine plants that have survived the predation of small herbivores produce these. They are bioluminescent seed clusters, which may have been knocked loose by currents or consumed and later deposited by predators. The embryo is surrounded by a thick oil and silicone layer, which would disperse into the ground as the outer skin deteriorated. This may provide the seedling with the nutrients it needs to survive the low light conditions on the seabed. This creepvine itself is a kelp species, concentrated in large forests in shallow sandy waters. Loose roots anchor the plant to the seafloor, from where it grows steadily toward the surface in pursuit of sunlight. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles, as well as basic foodstuff. So it's edible and it has construction applications. Cool. Floater. Two species living in symbiosis which attach to and attempt
Continued degradation of the auroras. Drive core.
to feed on it.
Quantum detonation.
Shut up.
Continuing to monitor.
Stop it. Any subjects they come into contact with. Dominant life form, the pink main body and the inner suction jaw is the dominant creature. Once attached to an organism or other stable surface, it will attempt to leach nutrients in order to grow. Microorganism membrane. The outer gel-like substance is a mesh of microorganisms capable of forming a sealed vacuum around the creature's jaws. A thin layer of helium is stored within the outer membrane, providing buoyancy to the floater and anything it's attached to. May aid in flotation of sunken objects. That is... I feel like that's going to be good for the buoyancy thing with the chemical reaction that sends me to the surface. I can check on that in a second. Hoverfish, a small, cautious herbivore commonly found in kelp-rich environments. It has 6 unique limb appendages featuring charged pads capable of ionizing the surrounding water. The hoverfish uses this ability to maintain its position against the current as it feeds from kelp and lichen. Edible. And the gasopod, a slow-moving life form, and one of the larger herbivores on the planet. Providing a substantial meal to would-be predators, the gasopod protects its domain by filling the surrounding water with poisonous and corrosive pods whose contents dissolve even synthetic fibers. It has thick, non-reactive skin and multiple gill layers which render this creature impervious to the noxious acid clouds it produces. A bulbous sac-like appendage on the rear end, a luminous yellow algae grows inside the sac and produces the poisonous compound. Abdominal muscles can contract, causing the algae gland to emit the noxious compound into the surrounding water. The large pelvic fins are capable of powerful movement through the water when moving in small herds. They appear to be social in nature and may even use their emissions in their relationship rituals. Their audible calls are likely signifiers of nearby threats or food sources. Approach with caution. Acidic pods may be retrieved and repurposed. So I can steal their tail. And table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms, filtering nutrients into water. Growth patterns indicate the colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients to its extremities, and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. The jewel-like nodes in the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals. Exploitable in computer chip fabrication. Well, let's just have a look here. Oh, okay, table coral samples. Okay. I'm really wondering where I get the silver from. May as well make some more pipes, honestly. Something tells me I'm going to need them later. Cool, so that is cool. But we may as well save for now, and we're going to come back next time. I think this has been more of a learning experience, this entire first section. Now, I know I'm not managing my hunger or thirst, because I am playing just on the basic mode. But it's kind of good to get a feel for it. Play on a normal mode first before getting into the rest. Because I needed a break from Dark Souls. I needed to just have a nice breather, rest, relax, and just explore. This kind of game is kind of terrifying, but also I kind of enjoy it. Honestly. But anyway, we're going to come back next time. Until then, though, happy gaming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.